The Bogan. Why have I chosen The Bogan as some sort of a moniker handle? Small story involved, but I'll get to that. Just a bit of an explanation. In Australia, bogan is a less than complimentary term for people that other folks see as being below their standard of social movement. Whatever words you want to put in there. Apparently driving Holdens and Falcons, V8s, noisy, drinking, although I don't drink, wearing the rubber thongs, nothing easier to wear, great for flying, liberal attitude towards shaving and hair cutting, usually have a dog, I don't have a dog, like to fish and drink a lot. I don't fish and I don't drink, as I've mentioned. But those from polite society look down on people and christen them with the term bogan, which is fine. I don't mind being different. And here's how I came to be labelled with the label. Years ago, we were attending Christmas night at my sister and brother-in-law's place. Brother-in-law from a very, very well-to-do family, which is fine, but he's never had to worry about where his next dollar was coming from, which is fine. I couldn't care less. I'm not going to spend time worrying about that. And he's always made it well known that he thought we were well below him. We were sitting there and he hadn't turned up yet. He was off visiting his mother. We were just sitting down for the evening meal and he arrives and he looks at the table and looks at us all and says, "Oh, Bogan family has arrived." And I wasn't quick enough to time. The response should have been, "We're all part of the same hypocrisy, but don't ever think it relates to my family." Now that's not my line. I'm pretty sure you can all go and search that and find which movie it comes from. One of my favourites. Furthering the Bogan cause, a few years ago we were driving along the Henry Parks Way between Condobolin and Parks. We came across a place called Bogan Gate, and last year as we were wending our way home from Brogan Hill, we thought we'd visit a place called Ningen. Ningen is in the Bogan Shire. It sits on the Bogan River in the Arana region. Population somewhere around 2,000. Bit of agriculture, fair bit of agriculture, a lot of cropping agriculture, but there'd be cattle and sheep. Bit of mining. Between Narromine and Burke sits the junction of the Mitchell and Barrier highways. The Barrier Highway runs west to Cobar, onto Brogan Hill and into South Australia. Ningen, 656 kilometres south of Charleville, which is important because that's where the water comes from. Ningen was belted in a flood in 1990, I think. 50 million Australian dollars worth of damage. People being airlifted out of the railway station, which is the highest point. It's 131 kilometres along the Barrier Highway to Cobar. 457 more than from Cobar to Broken Hill. A long, lonely drive with the goats, the emus, the kangaroos, the odd pig, and maybe a cow, which is 588 kilometres in total across there to Broken Hill. And from Broken Hill you can keep going into South Australia, get a little more remote, drive through a bit of desert sort of country. It's not too far from the geographical centre of New South Wales. Being in the Bogan Shire, of course, Ningen has adopted the Big Bogan as their big thing, and that's great. So part of the reason for visiting Ningen was to get up close and personal with the Big Bogan. And I related to the guy straight away. Nice big iron statue of the Big Bogan in Ningen. And I gave him a bit of a hug, got my picture taken with him. It's pretty rare for me to be on that side of the camera. And we parted ways, I'm sure both happy. I'm obviously going to show some pictures. And he's got his esky, he's got his fishing line, he's got his dog, he's got his thongs on, got his goatee beard, and he's got his cap on. So obviously I don't drink, I don't fish, I don't have a dog, and I don't lump an esky about. But I do wear thongs and I do wear a cap, and I pay little attention to my whiskers and hair. So the Big Bogan, the great one, is sitting almost in the centre of New South Wales, looking out across the lands that he commands. So I met my hero. I also enjoy wearing flannels, which goes with the bogan, the circle, the square, the box that people put bogans into. And I've recently decided I'm going to get one of the old ones, rip the lining out, cut the sleeves off to look even more the part. Because if that's what people want me to be, I'm happy to play the part that people decide that I should be playing. Doesn't worry me at all. I don't feel offended at all. Go artist.